as the new age action hero of Bollywood.
We were the first ones to take a chance with OTT the last year, and what a chance we took, man. It just changed everything for us.
He recently starred in an action thriller film Sanak.
I got a chance in life where I thought I could get to work with people who I really believed in. So Kanishk was one of them.
NewsX India A-list proudly recognizes Vidyut Jammwal for excellence in action films.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview as part of our NewsX A-list series. We're in conversation today with an actor who needs no introduction. Yes, of course, he is the biggest and the best action hero we have in our Indian film industry, and he's all set to be back on Disney Plus Hotstar with his latest film, Sanak, this October. Welcome back, Vidyut, to NewsX, and good to have you back.
Thank you, man.
Well, we were talking, of course, I remember last year with your new release on Disney Plus Hotstar at that time, Khuda Hafiz, and then there was all the talk about whether an OTT release can do well or not, why you're even releasing it there. And I think the response, silenced everyone because the film did so well that now you're in fact working on that sequel. So just before I get to Sanak, just tell us about OTT release. Of course, it's not in your hands, but it's turned out okay. It's turning out well for the industry, isn't it?
It's quite good. I have a lot of people who are working now. I've had friends who really had the talent but never got the work or a great platform. So I think OTT is doing a great job with a lot of talent to start with. We were the first ones to take a chance with OTT the last year, and what a chance we took, man. It just changed everything for us. And yes, we're working on Khuda Hafiz too. We are aiming for a theatrical release now. Sanak was made for the theaters, but everything was ready, and we couldn't just keep the movie hold. We couldn't just hold the movie, and because we do lose a lot of money if the movie is on hold. So we decided, why not just get the best out of it? And I've grown up watching Jackie Chan films on VHS cassettes, and I believe that this is the time for everybody to go on the platform Disney Plus Hotstar, press the pause button, slow it down, see what I've done, how I've done it, the way I've always learned from Jackie Chan, and just try it at home. So yeah.
True. Exactly. You're doing a Jackie Chan rerun for our Indian audiences. But just talking about Sanak, it looks very interesting. It's of course a hostage film, which we don't get too often in India. So what attracted you to the script? What was the clinching factor for you?
To start with, it's a bit different because Kanishk Verma, the director, is a friend of mine, and I've always believed in him. Before he was a director, he's a friend of mine. And every time he sat, and I used to look at him and I was like, wow, look at this idea. I love the way you think about music. And then I got a chance in life where I thought I could get to work with people who I really believed in. So Kanishk was one of them, and I made him meet Vipul, and they both just enjoyed each other and they liked each other creatively. And that's how the journey started. He came up with an idea, and we thought it was phenomenal. Chance, and I watched the movie.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the action in the film as well? There's underwater stunts. There's, of course, a lot of other stuff happening, which we've already just got a small glimpse of in the trailer.
No, I enjoyed it, man. I had to surpass everything that I had done in the past. And in fact, today I was watching the reviews by these international action critiques, and I was very proud of myself being an Indian. They loved what they saw. I've enjoyed everything. I put in the effort. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to use everyday utility things in my movie because he's not a trained fighter. He's just a martial artist, and how he could defend his wife and everybody in the hospital. So I had to be creative with the ideas, and people have enjoyed it. So
no doubt.
I think that they love the movie.
No doubt. That's interesting that you mentioned that. What the international critics also are saying about your action and the action in this film, and of course generally the action in India. Are you trying to do that as well? Consciously change the perception of India as well, and the world rather, to action. Because of course people have loved our song and dance films. That's what Bollywood has been known for world over. But is it also time, to make Indian action famous? And perhaps that's what you're trying to do through your films and also through the talks that you've also been doing outside the movies as well.
So for me, one of the most, I've been fortunate to be a part of the list of the top martial artists in the world, which include Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. I'm the first Indian to ever be there. So for me, it's anyways a very big achievement. Why I say this is because every time I do a movie, and of course it's action-based, everybody internationally watches it, and they're looking at the standards that we are creating. We have action directors from all over the world who come to work with me, and I love the fact that they come with an idea that we guys can do it better than a lot of people they've worked with. So I feel very proud. So every time I work with somebody from an action team anywhere in the world, I enjoy surprising them even further. So that's what we did with Sanak, and yeah.
Okay. You also, your partnership with Vipul Shah, the producer of this film as well. Do you believe that's truly special? And you turn out some great action when you guys come together. From Commando to, of course, Force, and now Sanak as well.
Yeah, Vipul is amazing because he's the first guy who bet on me, and I owe it to him every time he comes up with a script. Or even if there's a trepidation in my mind, I normally just let it pass because I believe he's done it for me. Why will I not give him a chance and chance and chance again, so that we can work together? So Sanak was something we both sat down and we were like, we've done this Commando franchise, and let's do something that we have not done before. And that's how we sat on the drawing board and we resketched everything. You will see a change in what we've done. It's completely different.
Okay. I have to ask you this question based on the title of your film. Of course, I can see though there's a smiley on your cap, but asal zindagi mein, real life mein, किस बात से आपको सनक होता है? What is that one thing?
Before we get on to किस बात से सनक होता है, Sanak is quite a positive connotation in my head. When I came to this city so many years back, I had this Sanak in my head. यहाँ जुनून था यार कि कुछ तो करना है. People have to stop and watch. They have to notice. I think that Sanak made me become who I have become, and the same Sanak will make me become who I will be. I know so many people who are crazy about things and they passionately follow it. And I think all Sanki people. And our city invites a lot of Sanki people. So yes, I'm Sanki about everything I do.
Yeah. Okay, great. It's good to be Sanki then at times, and that's what's obviously proved to be a success for you. But just talking a couple of questions hatke from the film before we end. Vidyut, firstly, congratulations. You have just completed a decade in the movies. So how does that feel? And when you look back at your journey, what's the feeling like?
Thank you, man. But when I came into the city, there were so many no's around me. I'm talking about people who are closer to me, not my adversaries or contemporaries. It's just that there were so many no's because everybody around you, including people who are close to you, don't believe in certain things. So my idea that I realized in the last 10 years was that if you have an idea and it's your own idea, you better execute it. You better follow it, because there will be people around you trying to tell you that it can't be done. And not because they're negative people, they just don't see it. Once you do it, they start seeing that, oh, they also could have done the same thing. So in the last 10 years, what I can sum in simple words is that do not listen to anybody. If your instinct says that you can and you should, please do. And if you start listening to advices, it won't make you reach where you want to.
True. Okay. And I have to ask you, these days, of course, the IPL is on. After every match, there's an award given called Game Changer of the Match, which is given to, the player who changed the course of the game for his team. For you, in your career, which is one project or two projects which you believe were game changing?
The people who don't come from the film industry, every step has to be really taken very carefully, because the moment you slip, there'll be somebody who wants to take your place, or somebody who doesn't want you to be there. So it started with Force. Then I reached Commando 1. That was my first movie as a leading man. Then Commando 1 did well. I was like, I think I've arrived. Then came Commando 2. And then comes Commando 3. Everything is important. You can't say that anything changed my life. Like tomorrow is the most important day. Today is the most important day. So on a serious note, everything has been like the stepping stone to where I am today. All have been the game changers, man.
Okay. Is it true though that your mother is now saying ki, I believe you're a fantastic action star. You passed in my eyes. Now do something else. I want to see you, romance and make people laugh.
No, that's the only reason is how moms are, man. Like it's so like careful and they're protective about you. So when she watched Commando 3, she was like, "You are so good. My God, how good are you? You should stop doing it now. Why do you risk your bones and your life?" So I thought that's a very mother thing, and it's amazing. You have to have somebody who can, with great belief, say that you've done it all, now stop it. I like that.
Yeah, true. Okay, but are you planning to take her advice seriously?
No. But the only thing I'm doing seriously is I make sure that every time I do something difficult, or if I'm about to risk my life, I make sure that I know that I have a mother waiting. So I'm extra careful.
True.
Normally, I used to be reckless. Now I'm more careful.
True. But don't give up the stunts. Don't give up the action, because that's what we're loving. That's what we're loving, and we so congrats on that. Very happy. Personal space for you right now.
I'm happy. Period. I've been happy for a very long time. I thought, yep, I'm happy.
Okay. Well, stay happy. We can see that on your cap, as I said earlier as well. Thank you so much, Vidyut Jammwal, for joining us today on NewsX, and all the very best for Sanak.
Thank you there, man. I'm going to see you soon.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.